I've mentioned this time and time again, but YouTube is a place for many amazing feats and stunts, and this one is no different, but also extremely dangerous. Don't try this at home, you kids. Here, let's watch a video of it first.
Hold it for a bit. I'm not exactly sure how long I hold it. And did you see that? It was a ball of fire in my hand.
As you can see, this is the latest popular stunt where people essentially put hand sanitizer on their hands and burn it. There are some videos with tens of thousands of views, and then there are others like this one with over 2 million views where people are claiming to be firebenders. And by the way, if you watched Avatar, firebending is dope. So is airbending and earthbending, but like firebending is the best. Everyone knows that. But I move on. And in a lot of videos, no one is harmed at all, and you have some certain YouTubers even mentioning like, you can do this easily at home, instead of giving a warning saying, do not try this at home. Well, 8-year-old James the Tucci from New Hampshire decided, I'm gonna recreate this experiment on a sleepover, and severely suffered from burns on his hands. So it does happen, and there is a tendency for these particular stunts to go awry. What do you think, Grace?
Well, I definitely think that this is one of those cases of kids don't try this at home. But what's tricky with YouTube is that there's no responsibility necessarily or obligation on a creator to put that sort of disclaimer prior to a video that a kid might want to try. Where, you know, on television, because of the FCC, you have these regulations that require disclaimers to be put ahead of time. So you make sure that everyone stays safe, and if you have an influence on especially children's programming, you want to make that very clear to a kid watching if a parent isn't present. But you don't have that on YouTube. There is less of a check and balance system, which is great because that's, you know, why YouTube is such a cool platform, because you have sort of this freedom to create whatever you want. And a lot of these stunts are very popular, or a lot of fire tricks. Like think of like the hot knives slicing through things, and I know like Chris O'Fling like used a hot knife to light a bunch of matches on fire and then slow-moed it, and that looked really cool. And fire is like a cool thing to experiment with and document and share in video form, and people like to watch it. Gets you some views, gets you a little bit of money. But I do think there's a little bit of a responsibility to creators, knowing that you have such an influence over kids that are watching this on all their mobile devices, and YouTube is YouTube is after school TV now for so many kids. It's what they watch when they go home. So you got to make sure that you let your viewers know, don't try this at home. And I'm actually not sure about the original video if he did issue that disclaimer, and that would be really pertinent to the story. I should have looked that up. But I think moving forward, let's just be cognizant of safety when it comes to tricks like this. But they should still be allowed to do it and post it on the platform for sure.
The video I was mentioning is has more than 2 million views. Is how to hold fire in your hand, in parentheses firebending, which is dope. Let me add that one more time. Avatar firebending, really cool.
But not the M. Night Shyamalan version.
No, no. How dare you disgrace this
sure.
great broadcast with a bullshit piece of crap.
If someone heard that and looked it up and then they found the M. Night Shyamalan movie,
do not watch the
like,
live action one. Go watch the Nickelodeon cartoon. It is epic. It is literally an epic. That's a double entendre. But yeah, what I was referring to, in that video, literally the person says, and just do it because it has no pain involved. And by the way, when you do it right, there is no pain involved, because the idea is that you put hand sanitizer because it's so highly flammable that it instantly engulfs in flame and before it even touches your skin. So that's the concept. That's the reason why technically there is no pain involved in it, but still, handling fire is insane. What are you doing? And then YouTube knows that their audience is largely children that watch these videos over and over again, and maybe YouTube, instead of fucking focusing on people that comment on other people's videos, or focusing on our platform specifically for covering news, and some news is obviously going to be a little graphic, which we also have the responsibility to disclaim, and we do. Maybe focus on stupid shit like this, stupid stunts like this, and demonetize those videos. How about that? Unlike because they just recently demonetized one of our Milo Yiannopoulos videos where we didn't even say anything raunchy or terrible, but they just decided because even the mention of Milo Yiannopoulos was too much for marketing friendly people to handle. Anyway, we want to hear from you guys. Do you think YouTube should monitor and regulate in some way dangerous videos like stunts like this that promote to 8-year-olds essentially to light themselves on fire, because this kid almost died. He
Yeah,
could have died.
it's really dangerous.
Easily. The smoke could have engulfed in his lungs and he could have died. But like I said, leave us your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.